I'm gonna do the Blackberry 8530 because I like Blackberries, you know. iPhones are cool, but I'm more of the berry kind of guy, you know, like Halle Berry, whatever. Alright, this is the appearance. You know, Verizon got me covered, so I'm with Verizon. It's a full keyboard. It's only 4.2, well, you can round it up to 4.3 inches tall. It's 2.36, so that's 2.4 inches long, about a half an inch thick, so you know, it's not really worth it. It's about the same width as this that everybody that used it. And it's only like 3.70 pounds, so you don't gotta worry about doing curls, you know, to pack it around and everything. Every now and then my pants sag a little bit when I have it in my pocket, but it's all good. Alright, the images are pretty good. You got clear, high resolution, it's LCD. For everyone that knows what that is, you know, so it's pretty clear. Dig it. It's a 320 to 240 pixel screen. The display, this is pretty cool. It covers over 65,000 colors, so you can throw it up in the rainbow and you probably see all kind of colors. It's like looking at a rainbow, man. It's pretty cool. Get your hippie on. All right, the camera is only 2.0. So dig this. The phone itself is about 2 years old. Well, my 2-year contract is up and some, so you know it's kind of old. But it still gets me, you know, what I need to do. You know, I still talk, I still type, I still chat, whatever. The digital is pretty good. I could probably throw a rock and it could probably find it, as long as it's in like a good amount of area. If I throw it in some grass, it's gonna be kind of hard though. I like the camera because I've actually videotaped some stuff and put it on YouTube, and it showed out pretty crystal clear, so that's pretty awesome. 320 to 240 pixels, that's tight. And then the pictures, the MMS, that's pictures, so got that. That's 176 to 144 pixels, so that's pretty cool too. Whenever people from iPhone send me stuff, I ask them, you know, when they take the picture to take it this way instead of that way, because it shows out better on my phone, because, you know, it's not an iPhone, it's my phone. Alright, the features are pretty good. This is the first Blackberry to have 3G, and you could talk on it for about 4.5 hours, so that's pretty cool. It has a built-in map and GPS. That got me from, it gets me around Houston pretty good, so you know, I took a chance. I went to Dallas, and I went from Forney, Texas to Arlington, then from Arlington back to Forney, then from Forney back to Houston, so you know, I got around a little bit. It's pretty cool. And it tells you step by step, or you can hit the GPS, and you know, while you're driving, the arrow is a little triangle, and it points to the way that you need to go. And it tells you the road and everything too, so that's awesome. It's an integrated speakerphone, so if I talk to it, it's gonna tell me something back. It's like, is this who you want to call? I'll be like, no. And then like, what did you say? And I'll be like, I have to remember that, you know, since it's technology, you gotta say it proper, so gotta take a deep breath, be like, no. and I record stuff on it too, so like, someone wants me to do like songs or something, so I'll just, you know, go ahead and record a couple of stuff on it, and then I ship it to them, then they be like, cool, and then just go from there with it. And then at the top, this is what helps me out. Alright, the top, it has 3 buttons. It's a left button, a right button, and a middle button. The middle button is play, the right button is skip to the next song, and the left button is to go back to the previous. So that's pretty awesome. And on the right, it has, I have my phone with me. Don't take all no punch for sure. Then on the right, it has the 2 volume buttons, the up and down volume, and then this is the camera. But you can set the the bottom button, which is the camera button, to any button on the phone that you want it to be. So if you want it to be like your text messages, you just press that and then go to your text. And then on the left side, it's only a charger hole, your speaker, whenever you put your headphones in, and another one that's pretty much like a camera. And I have that set up. I'm gonna show y'all how I got it set up later. It's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna go to my next slide. Alright, now you've seen the Blackberry 8530. I'm finna show y'all the Scriptberry 8530. It's my little sign. That's the, don't worry about all that. That's pretty cool. That's what my phone look like. If you turn it on, that's it. All right. Screen grabber is to JoeCarter, as Angry Birds is to Droid and iPhone users. So that's my button right here. If I see something I like, or I see something that instead of taking a dually note, look, I just press that button, click, and take a screenshot. Who doesn't have screenshots on their phone? That's awesome. All right, this is my most frequent used app right here. Somebody give me a word, I hear a word and I'm in class or something. He's like, don't use your phone. Well, I'll be like, okay, well, I'll write it down, and then later on I'll go back. Dictionary.com, hey, what are you doing? And I think it was this class I heard this word in, and he said it was a penis. So I was like, okay, stupid, ridiculous person, jerk, nerd, vulgar penis. And I was like, that's right, it really is a penis. Shout out Dictionary.com for making me smart. Expanding my vocabulary. All right, I like this one too. It helps me translate words and sentences. Grins. I type fluent in over 20 plus languages, so I didn't even know Czech had their own languages. Czech, Danish, Dutch, English, of course. I've never heard of that one before. And then the list goes on, so I ain't gonna get too far into all that. I'm gonna go to the next one. All right, my memo pad. That's my mind right there. I got poems and thoughts and flows and other stuff and other stuff and other stuff. I got some Spanish, I got some more flows. And then I got thoughts to where if I'm stuck on something, I'll type it down and I go back and advise and edit it, which I made it further up. It's called advise and edit it. And then it's like, if I got something I want to tweet and I don't feel like tweeting it, I just go back and tweet that too. Go to my next thing. Alright, shout out Verizon. I hope y'all give me a contract for this. See? But alright, it has some cool songs. Like, I could be driving around or riding around or chilling or whatever, and I hear a song, and instead of me asking hey, what that song is, instead of just messing up the flow or whatever, I just pull out my phone. Then it say put it next to the speaker, which you really don't have to, because it listens pretty good to be such an old phone. I know how many iPhones that came out, 30? It's still a Blackberry from 3 years ago? That's awesome, dude. And Pandora, Oh, and Screen Grabber helped make all these pictures on here possible, because that's what I use. That's my Angry Birds, man. Alright, my social networking, it got Facebook apps, so they had Twitter. Some of my tweets right here, folks praise the dead and ignore the living. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, all them died, and they glorify them. But it's people on here they see every day, and it's like, hey, whatever. That's pretty weird. I thought of this one while I was trying to go to sleep one day. I was like, X marks the spot. I do not know why, and I'm intention to catch some Z's. It sounded cool to me, so I tweeted it. Then BBM, man, what's the point of having BlackBerry if you don't have BlackBerry Messenger? People like, I don't have BBM. I'm like, well, you don't have a BlackBerry. You know what I'm saying? You talk to people. I had a conversation with over about 34 people. I talked to people from other countries overseas. They send me stuff, I send them stuff. It's pretty cool. It's like your own social network, and you manage it how you want. And when I record stuff, I still play the guitar too, so I record something, me playing, and I'll send it to someone, and then they'll send me some feedback, and we just have conversations and stuff. You send videos, voice notes, music, just anything, pictures. It's awesome. And then this is the new Blackberries. These two are the new Bows coming out, that are already out. The screen is touch, and then you still have your keyboard. And people that I know, they're bigger than me, bigger, because I'm pretty skinny. But they say that this keyboard is too small, so hey, we fixed that. You got bigger keys now, man, wider keyboard, And for the people that like touch screen, we got this too. So I actually like this. This is a 3.7. Well, I'm gonna get to that on the next slide. Pretty awesome. How the iPhone, the words are pretty scrunched together, not disrespecting anyone in here. I know a lot of you guys have iPhone. But we don't have all the apps like you guys, cause like people say, the Blackberry is a business phone. So you know, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. I'm in school for business, man. Blackberry. All right, new Blackberry Bold is half touch, half keyboard, which I just showed you. And it makes zooming better. So whenever you want to like see something instead of like on this one, all right. I forgot to tell y'all this. On my Blackberry, this is one of the first ones without the little scroll pad, the little ball, the trackball. You know how people have problems with it freezing and getting stuck, and then it pops out. You don't have to worry about that no more on this one. It's like heat sensitive almost. So you know you scroll with ease, man. Scroll something. This is the new thinnest Blackberry ever too. So if you stand the dime up, it's gonna be about as half as tall as the dime laying flat. So the phone laying flat, you know, the dime will still stick up, which is pretty cool. And HD of course, so you know we're doing big things, high definition. Then the new touch is fully touch. It's 3.7 inches keyboard, so you have a great amount of space to type and still see what you're doing. So that's pretty awesome as well. Minus the games. No Angry Birds, sorry. Try to keep it humble around. Alright, it's high definition as well. So, and they make surfing a lot more easier on the new ones. So you know, it's just like the iPhones. You know, minus it's not. So you know, you don't want to see something like say this is the screen right here. Be like, oh, I don't want to look at this. Next. Be like, oh, okay, this is what's up. And then if I have the bold, I could be like, okay, look at this, zoom in, and then I type. Feel like Iron Man, man. That's pretty cool. All right, and pardon my work cited, but I don't know how to do it. All right, that's it, man. Thank you.